Halo sobat, kali ini kita akan menonton film horor yang cukup menyebalkan. Film ini menceritakan seorang gadis kecil yang dirasuki sosok iblis sampai dia dewasa. Seperti apa kelanjutan ceritanya? Mari kita tonton bersama. Di awal film, kita diperlihatkan pasangan suami istri yang tiba di rumah yang baru saja mereka beli. Pasangan suami istri ini bernama Mitch dan Diane. Mereka berdua terlihat sangat menyukai rumah yang akan mereka tempati.
It's okay. It's actually not that
Dari
bad.
perbincangan mereka diketahui pemilik
Your
rumah
mother was
sebelumnya
keeping us
adalah Alex,
expecting some kind
yang
of
tidak
murder
lain
house.
paman Mitch sendiri yang
you
sudah
shouldn't pay too
meninggal.
much attention to my mom. She and Uncle Alex didn't exactly get along.
Smells rather musty.
Well, it's either this or $2,000 a month for the apartment.
I love it.
Right.
Is that him?
Yeah, that's Uncle Alexander.
Still feels a bit weird, staying in a dead man's house.
Well, it's just a house, Diane.
Hey, let me get that. Come on.
I'm 3 months pregnant, Mitch. I'm not an invalid.
I know, will you take it easy?
For me. Try the faucet.
Great.
Try under the counter.
Saat di dalam rumah, Diana mencoba memperbaiki keran air, sementara Mitch dia pergi ke gudang untuk memeriksanya. Saat di gudang, Mitch menemukan sebuah kotak yang berisi sebuah kamera dan beberapa barang lainnya, yang mungkin itu adalah peninggalan dari pamannya.
Hey, Diane, come see what I found.
Saat Mitch masih sibuk dengan apa yang dia temukan, Diana ke mobil mengambil kotak bawaan mereka yang terlihat cukup berat. Tak disangka Diana terjatuh saat membawa barang tersebut. Mitch pun mendengar rintihan kesakitan dari istrinya. Lalu dia bergegas menghampiri istrinya.
Diane!
Setelah itu kita diperlihatkan oleh Mitch yang duduk di sofa sedang menjaga istrinya, mendapatkan panggilan telepon. Ternyata yang menelpon adalah ibunya Mitch. Dia menanyakan keadaan istrinya, Mitch.
Hey, Mom.
Ibu Mitch terlihat sangat khawatir karena Diana sedang mengandung. Mitch pun berkata kepada ibunya bahwa mereka sudah mengunjungi dokter. Istri dan calon anak mereka pun baik-baik saja. Ibunya Mitch berpesan agar Diana lebih berhati-hati dan tidak mengangkat barang-barang yang
Please,
berat.
Mom, don't start this again.
Well, think of your poor sister.
But Mom, I don't get how it affects Karen if I'm staying here.
She doesn't even know what day of the week
Dari
it is.
perbincangan ibu dan anak
Well,
ini,
it's true.
diketahui ibunya Mitch tidak setuju jika Mitch dan istrinya tinggal di rumah
It's been a while.
bekas pamannya tersebut.
Maybe a year.
Ibunya sangat membenci
Mitch
almarhum
Walker,
pamannya
how
tersebut
could you?
dan menganggap rumah itu adalah sumber
Well, when
malapetaka.
did you last visit?
Ibunya berpikir seperti itu dikarenakan Karen, adik dari Mitch, dirasuki
You have a
sosok
perfectly good
iblis
car.
di rumah
It
itu
works.
dan berpikir
Listen,
penyebabnya
Mom,
adalah
you know things
almarhum
haven't
paman
been great
mereka.
financially for me and Diane. Staying here at the house, it's really going to help us out. The rent in town was crippling us.
It's no place for my grandchild to be born and raised.
The good Lord has seen fit for you and Diane to be blessed with this child.
Where was he a year ago?
There's evil in that house. You mark my words.
Jesus, Mom!
What did you say?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just a house.
Okay, maybe I'll fix things up. We can make some money on it.
Nothing good will come of that house.
Okay. All right. Well, look, I got to check on Diane, so
I'll call you tomorrow.
Remember what I said, Mitch.
I will. I certainly will.
All right, you take care, Mom. All right, I'll speak to you soon.
Lalu Mitch kembali kepada istrinya dan Mitch mengatakan dia akan menunjukkan sesuatu yang dia temukan di gudang tadi pagi. Saat Mitch akan menunjukkannya, istrinya ternyata sudah tertidur pulas. Mitch pun tidak mau membangunkannya, dikarenakan ia tahu istrinya tersebut sedang kelelahan. Lalu Mitch kembali membuka kotak yang ia temukan. Dari dalam kotak, dia mengambil sebuah amplop. Ternyata amplop tersebut berisi foto dirinya dan adiknya dikala ia waktu kecil. Saat melihat foto adiknya waktu kecil, Mitch terlihat aneh dengan foto tersebut, karena foto adiknya tersebut terlihat seperti dikelilingi aura-aura jahat. Saat pagi hari, Mitch terlihat bergegas pergi menuju ke rumah ibunya untuk memberitahukan kepada ibunya apa yang dia temukan, sekaligus ingin mengetahui apa yang sebenarnya terjadi pada Karen, adiknya, dan keluarganya. Saat di rumah ibunya, Mitch berkata bahwa dia sangat mencemaskan Karen, adiknya. Singkat cerita, ibunya menjelaskan pada Mitch apa yang sebenarnya terjadi.
Quietly speaking. The same words. Over and over. Get it out of me. I don't want it in me. It's hurting me.
Lalu kita lanjut ke Mitch yang sudah berada di rumahnya. Mitch terlihat memegang sebuah kamera dan berusaha untuk memperbaikinya. Mitch berkata pada istrinya bahwa ini kamera yang pernah dia ceritakan. Kamera yang bisa memotret aura seseorang. Mitch berkata pada istrinya bahwa ia ingin memastikan apakah kamera ini masih berfungsi atau tidak.
This one's me.
That's your aura. That's so cool. So what do all the different colours mean?
Here, take a look.
Secrets of Curlian Photography by Ada de Vere. Okay, I think I'll give that one a miss.
All right, well, take a look at this picture.
Jesus. Who is that?
Karen, when she was 7.
What's all that stuff around her?
I don't know, maybe this camera's just a bunch of bullshit, I don't know.
Kemudian Mead meminta istrinya berdiri untuk dijadikan objek pemotretan.
Okay, now don't move.
Wait. This hasn't got any radiation or anything.
Tak disangka ternyata kamera tersebut masih berfungsi dan menghasilkan sebuah foto.
Okay, now we wait a second.
Mead terlihat kaget dengan hasil fotonya.
Jesus,
What is it?
look at this.
Is that pink my aura?
Look closer.
Diana pun berkata pada Mead, mungkin itu adalah aura dari bayinya.
The baby's aura.
Mead berkata dia tidak tahu. Dia harus berbicara kepada orang yang lebih tahu tentang hal
I
ini.
think I need to talk to someone who knows about this stuff.
Lalu kita diperlihatkan oleh Mead yang sedang berada di tempat peramal yang bernama Ada. Tak disangka peramal tersebut mengetahui bahwa Mead menutupi tujuan sebenarnya menemui dirinya.
In your jacket pocket that you would like to show me.
How do you know that?
You keep putting your hand on it to make sure it's still there.
Akhirnya Mead pun memberitahu tujuan dia sebenarnya dan memperlihatkan foto adiknya masa kecil yang seperti dikelilingi aura-aura jahat.
Who is this girl?
That's my sister. It's an old...
A chance.
Singkat cerita, setelah Mead berbincang pada peramal itu dan memberitahu cerita yang sebenarnya, peramal itu pun berkata mungkin dia bisa menolongnya.
Just one more question. You said this photograph was taken 30 years ago. Can you tell me the exact date?
My mom said I just turned 9, so that would make it November.
Thank you.
Kemudian kita diperlihatkan oleh Mead yang berada di rumah sakit jiwa dengan tujuan untuk membawa pulang adiknya, Karen,
My sister.
atas saran dari peramal Ada.
Karen? I'm gonna start the car now, okay? I'm gonna take you home. Alright? Karen, it's Mitch. It's your brother Mitch, remember me? Huh? Oh, come on. Come on.
Ternyata Mitch sedang bermimpi. Saat Mitch terbangun dan mencoba menyalakan lampu, dia kembali kaget saat melihat Karen adiknya sudah berada di sampingnya.
What are you doing?
Just checking she's real.
Keesokan harinya kita diperlihatkan oleh Ada yang mengunjungi rumah Mitch dan disambut oleh Diana.
You must be Diane.
Lalu Ada dan Mitch menuju ke sebuah gudang untuk merencanakan pengusiran iblis. Mitch pun berkata kepada Ada, apakah Karen harus dibawa ke
Should I
sini?
bring Karen down?
Namun Ada
No,
bilang kepada
not just
Mitch,
yet.
jangan dulu.
I need to lay down
Ada
some ground
berkata,
rules first.
Mitch harus mendengarkan aturan-aturan
What
yang
is
dia
this?
buat
Some kind of
dan
exorcism?
harus
You
dipatuhi.
raised
Got it.
Setelah Mitch selesai mendengarkan penjelasan Ada, Mitch pun langsung membawa Karen ke gudang. Lalu mengikat Karen di kursi dengan kencang.
and she'll have to be bound into place.
Really?
Lalu Mitch dan Ada segera memulai proses pengusiran iblis.
Karen Walker. I want to speak with Karen Walker. Karen Walker. I want to speak to Karen Walker. Karen. Karen Walker.
Something's wrong.
I want to speak to Karen Walker.
Vader, I think something's wrong.
This was for you, about your husband, Mitch. You know Mitch. Can't hold down a job. Can't make a baby.
Karen Walker. I want to speak to Karen Walker.
Your baby's gonna die. Your husband can't make a baby. It's gonna die.
No, Karen! Karen. Karen Walker. I want to speak with Karen Walker.
It's you again. He doesn't want to talk to you.
That's fine. I want to speak to Karen. I have your brother here, Karen. You remember your brother Mitch?
Mitch. He left me. Left me to rot. Forgot about me.
Mitch is sorry. He wants to help you.
He can't. It will hurt me. It will kill me.
Mitch is sorry he left you. And he's sorry for the time that you got hurt. Do you remember what happened in the woods?
Yes. It hurt. Mitch hurt me.
Do you remember what happened? You jumped from a tree.
Yes. Mitch made me jump. It's his fault. He hates me.
And you hurt yourself, didn't you?
Yes.
You broke your leg.
Yes. My leg hurts so much. It's Mitch's fault. He wanted to hurt me.
Oh, really?
Yes. That's why he's here. He wants it to hurt me. He wants it to kill me.
But you didn't break your leg, did you, Karen? It was only your wrist.
Saat melakukan proses pengusiran, Ada terlihat susah payah melawan iblis tersebut dan merasa sangat kelelahan. Ada pun berkata pada Mitch bahwa iblis tersebut sangat tidak menyukai dirinya dan sudah menduga bahwa iblis tersebut sedang mengejeknya dengan cara berpura-pura menjadi Karen. Ada menjelaskan kepada Mitch bahwa iblis tersebut sedang berusaha membuat kita menjadi emosional dan putus asa.
Get out!
You better do what she says. Do what she says.
Mitch.
You're going to fail.
Karen.
Mitch, wait. That is not Karen.
You're going to fail, and you're going to die.
So you've finally given up on the pretense.
It hurts. It hurts.
Are you gonna let me speak to Karen or not?
Karen is busy.
Where is she?
She's in here with me.
Then we'll continue.
What are you doing?
This has gone on long enough. I believe there is only one option left to end Karen's suffering. Take her hand, Mitch.
No, God. There must be another way.
If Karen dies, her soul will leave her body and this earth. And this evil bastard will be taken with it.
You wouldn't dare. Fuck you! Cunt!
You see how angry it's becoming?
You wouldn't dare kill your own sister. You couldn't. Fucking faggot! Mommy's boy.
Why are you doing this to me?
Ignore it, Mitch.
After I forgave all your sins.
What sins? I didn't hurt anyone.
You sinned against the Lord, Mitch. That's why your bastard child died. I prayed for it every day. And the good Lord, in his wisdom, took your bastard child and cast it into the pits of hell where it belongs.
Don't listen to her, Mitch.
Alongside your bastard father, who had his dirty way with other women whenever my back was turned.
That's not true!
Mitch, don't! Your anger feeds its power.
You're all I have in the world, Mitch.
No. Don't!
Karen? Jesus, I think she's dead. Karen?
No!
Mitch?
Karen?
Di
Karen,
akhir
can you hear
film
me?
kita akhirnya diperlihatkan oleh Karen yang akhirnya selamat
Karen!
meski keadaannya sangat lemah. Akhirnya Mitch berhasil menyelamatkan Karen adiknya dan iblis pun berhasil dikeluarkan dari tubuh adiknya. Tamat cerita yang sangat menyebalkan.
It's Mitch.